All righty. Good morning. Happy holidays to everybody. I hope everybody had a great, merry, happy, wonderful, beautiful Christmas. I hope I included all the adjectives there. Uh, or maybe added a few. I don't know. Anyway, I'm doing solo today because, well, we're not on Facebook. Excuse me. We're not on Fox Sports Charlotte streaming today because, well, people just don't give a darn, I guess, about what works, what doesn't work. We have issues in this country right now, and people just don't seem to give a fart. Excuse me, just being a little halfway nice there. But anyway, and do I get upset? A little bit. Yeah. It's like going to work and nobody's home, It's just crazy. Well, how you doing, Rishton?
I'm good, Ray. I hope you are.
I'm doing
Happy
great.
holidays. Merry
Happy
Christmas.
holidays. You had the wedding go last week.
It was good.
Good?
Very good.
Good. Nice
Ate
Christmas.
some good food. Weather was pretty nice.
Oh, well.
Charleston and Christmas. I've never been down there. It's really nice.
How long did y'all stay?
Only a night.
Only one night. Good. Everybody get happily married forever after?
Oh, yeah. Forever and ever and ever.
Forever and ever.
Unless you're 50% of America, then it's not going to turn out. But good luck to them.
Yeah, I wish them nothing but happiness and joy and prosperity and all that kind of good stuff. Actually, I wish them happiness. Seems like happiness is a foreign word these days. It seems like, I don't know what it is, but people just, I don't know. We're going to talk a little bit about that, but it's the holidays. This is the last show of the year. Next Saturday, we'll be coming at you in a new year, 2026, and we're still here at the Fox Sports Charlotte station. We're on YouTube Live, Facebook Live, so you can get on us and get on there and see us, and we're here. Hey, how y'all doing? It's good to be here. You spent Christmas at home, Richton,
yes,
I guess.
Sir.
Did you spend some time?
My brother and sister-in-law came over, and my nephews.
That's awesome. Awesome. Glad to hear it. Well, I think we're getting a caller early. And but I hope everybody had a great Christmas, good holiday season. It's not over. These are the most I won't call them worthless 2 weeks of the year, but if you're out trying to get something done on your job or around something productive, it seems to be hit and miss, to say the least. But being in the remodeling and home improvement industry for 55 years, it took me way too long, unfortunately, to figure out the best way to deal with the holidays is not deal with the holidays and just kind of go with the flow. And that's kind of what I've done here the past 20 years is just kind of go with the flow. So here we are. But let's go to the phones here. We got a caller. I think it's our number one fan, Brent McDowell. He's up there in Gaston County. Good morning, Mr. McDowell. How are you, sir?
Good morning, Ray. I'm doing well, thank you.
Getting ready to tee the ball up?
I'm at Crowder's Mountain Golf Club, and we don't tee off for about an hour. I got here early to get loaded up and everything ready, got my cigar going.
I hear you, brother. Is the fog still heavy up?
Priorities.
Have you still got fog up there?
A little bit, not much.
It's going to burn off.
I had a lot when I left the house, but once I got here, the sun's out. It's kind of burned most of it off. So
that's awesome.
This morning.
Going to be a beautiful day. It's definitely been a beautiful, warm holiday season. That's for sure.
It has, and I think it's supposed to be 75 today. And Crowder's Mountain shut their course down 8 or 9 months ago and replaced all their greens. So it is in great shape. Been looking forward to coming out.
Have you ever played White Plains down in Paisley? Brent?
No, I was trying to think. I played that. I played around Sherrall at Sherrall State Park, but I haven't played White Plains.
I got you. Well, I just want to tell everybody, if you hadn't played White Plains in a while, it's in the best shape it's ever been, ever. It was purchased about a little over a year or so back by a gentleman, and he has completely redone it, built new clubhouse, a new restaurant, not restaurant, but, a new facility, event facility, just done incredible things with the course. And it's, as I pass it, which I used to live down there back some 48 years ago. And, when I lived down there, it was a good golf course, but it wasn't anywhere near what it is today. But I just want to throw that out there. So, Put Tools in
Is
Schools
it a,
tournament.
is it a,
Go ahead.
is it, is it a public course?
Yes, it is. It sure is.
Okay, that's good to know because
It's not
So
but an
what's
hour
your,
and hour and 15, hour and 20 minutes away, which sometimes between Mooresville and Pineville, it's going to take you an hour and a half to get between those two places. So in today's world, an hour and 15 minutes ain't that long.
No, because I play in that Gaston County Senior Golf League, and we play a lot in Shelby and Cleveland Country Club and Deerbrook. All of those are 45 minutes, so
yeah. So
it's not a big deal to drive another 30 minutes to a nice course.
Well, Put Tools in Schools fundraising golf tournament this year probably will be at White Plains because my daughter-in-law actually is one of the assistant administration people down there at the course, and it's such in good shape. I figured, what the heck, I'll do a little promotion for them, and they can do some promotion for us, and we can both walk away winning. So
that's great. Well, you count me in.
Well, I appreciate that. Get your foursome together, and all you guys head down to White Plains. The date didn't set because down at White Plains, they were deciding whether to close the course and just, redo some things they want to redo, certain fairways, certain greens, and what have you. But they decided to wait another year to do that and go ahead and just plow ahead with what they got, which is a great course. I used to play golf, but not any longer. Just don't have the time. But there again, I'm going to make some time here in the next year or two to start playing some more golf, and, because it's right there. So my son.
Well, I tell you, Ray, I'm 76, and of course I've been retired for a while. But you think about getting out for 4.5 hours, and since I joined the golf league, we got 80 to 100 seniors, some of them in their 90s playing. I met a lot of wonderful people, and then get out and enjoy the sunshine.
Well, it's a form of exercise. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
It's good fellowship. It's good, interaction between people, which we need in our lives, especially as we get older. And golf is somewhat of I don't know how physical you want to call it, but you definitely, can get out and move and enjoy the sun and the nature and vitamin D. So and
you think about swinging the club 90 times, a fair amount of exercise. And even with having cart golf, I wear my Fitbit, and I'll average about 8,000 steps.
That's awesome.
Around. Now, and if it's cart path only, then you're talking about 9,000 or 10,000. So it's not like you're not doing anything.
Well, let me ask you something, Brent. You've been a big listener of the show for many, many years now, and we talk about health as well. You're 76, right?
Yes, sir.
How's your health now?
It is good.
How many pills you on?
I'm on none except my supplements that I choose to take.
Well, but you're on no prescription meds.
Nope.
That's awesome.
I gave blood last week because my iron levels tend to get high.
Yeah.
And the remedy for that is to be a frequent
donor,
blood donor. And when they do that, they check your things, your blood pressure.
Oh, sure.
Your pulse, my cholesterol was 174. My blood pressure was 122/78.
Can't beat
and
that.
My pulse was 62.
It's awesome.
So,
well, let me ask you something.
As far as I know, I'm healthy.
Can I ask you a personal question?
Sure.
About your health. You were on therapy, teeth therapy, testosterone therapy.
Now that I am still on, Ray.
There's your iron. There's your iron right there.
Well, I already had that well before I started.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Now, I have been told that will increase that.
Yes, sir. It does.
And also will kind of elevate your prostate some.
It will do that as well. I know from experience because I've been on testosterone therapy since 2017. And yes, that's one of you call it a side effect or whatever you want to call it. But yes, prostate swelling and all is a byproduct. But let me ask you this. You've been on that therapy, and we're sharing this like two men talking to other men. Okay, Brent.
Yes, sir.
Would you can you tell a difference since you've been on that?
I can, some, Ray. Not maybe as much in some areas as I originally might have thought, but
Right.
when you think about as we get older and you lose muscle mass, you lose energy.
Right.
There's a lot of other things that, as we know, that about testosterone more than just men's sexual health.
Oh goodness gracious!
So
It takes
people
in.
think that okay, you're just taking that, like you take Viagra. No,
Sure.
that's not the reason.
No, it's not the reason at all. It's one of the reasons. It is a byproduct of the therapy, no question about it, and it's effective, and to some degree. But there again, with environmental toxins being what they are today, and I'm going to talk about some of that on the show today. The environment, like polyester clothes. Are you aware, Brent? If you wear polyester shirts, polyester underwear, polyester pants, that's a hormone blocker?
No.
A lot of people don't realize how damaging, you might say, our apparel can be. This is something I've studied here lately, but it's amazing that all the plastics and the polyesters and all the chemicals they put in fabrics are hormone blockers and inhibitors and what have you. They interfere with the natural production of hormones. And
well, there's so many things that you're right. It starts with awareness. Now, that part I haven't heard.
Well, it's a fact.
I know one of the other things, I think I might have mentioned it to you before, but when I first started taking the testosterone medication, I was talking to Dr. Ferris, and we were talking about, he was talking about man boobs.
Yeah.
That, estrogen will enhance a man's boobs.
Yep.
And if you drink beer, he said, all beer, of course, has hops, and hops have estrogen.
Yes, sir.
He said but if you notice that some of the younger guys that are into these microbreweries, those are made from what they call super hops, and they're loaded in estrogen. And those are things people don't know. So if you see a man that looks like he needs a bra, he's probably a big microbrewery drinker.
Well, I tell you, this year is one of the things I'm going to focus on here is the truth about what we're doing to ourselves. But we'll get into that another day, and we'll hit on it here and there as we go in conversation. But you've got some ailments to your home, I think you had alluded to.
Yeah. I wanted to get your advice, Ray. Preston and Abby live upstairs, and I don't go upstairs very much, but Preston was talking about mold around one of the upstairs registers.
Right. Right.
And I went up there and it's noticeable on several of the vents. And I took the vent off, looked up in the ductwork, and you could see it was kind of wet inside and black. And so I went up in the attic, to check around where the furnace is and check the emergency pan to make sure there wasn't moisture coming, from somewhere up in that area. And I saw no signs of moisture whatsoever. So I don't know, especially this time of year. You wouldn't think there'd be a lot of condensation because we haven't had that big of a contrast in temperatures, like, running the air when it's 100 degrees. Okay, you're going to get some condensation.
Right.
But it's in about every room up there, and I'm just at a loss. I know I'm going to have to call somebody because it's out of my area of expertise.
Well, you had called me, and thank you for giving me a shout yesterday because you texted me and said you have some mold issues upstairs, and I thought, wow, what a great question for the show. So I asked you to call me today. It was set up, folks, but it's set up for a good reason because this is a great topic to cover. And you said, would I call ABS? Possibly. That might be, but what I would do is one, find the source of the problem. And I think I know where the source of the problem is. It's hot air, cold air mixing up through the year. Now, Preston came down and told you there was mold around the register, but that mold around the register has probably been there since summertime. Probably, and with the weather being what it is, and maybe you turn the air conditioner on. For example, have you cut the upstairs air conditioner on in the past month or so?
Well, yeah, Preston runs that air, Ray, about year round.
There's your problem.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is hot air and cold air mixing up.
Right.
And when you've got air leaks around registers, and this is very common in houses. If your AC, where the boot penetrates the ceiling, comes through the ceiling into your building envelope, into the living area. Well, if that hole is not sealed well and there's insulation not around it well, and you get hot air, you got hot attic air, and then you turn the air conditioner on, you got that 58 degree air coming out, you got that hot air and cold air mixing, and it might be reversed in the, because it's winter here, but it ain't winter yet for sure. We've had a few cold days, but we've definitely had no winter. So, but I tell you what, can I take a break here, Brent, and we'll come back and talk more if it's okay?
Okay.
All right, we're going to take a break here. You're listening to Fox Sports Charlotte. Maybe you are, maybe you're not, or you're on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, whatever the situation. We're here for you. So come on back. You're listening to About Your House every Saturday morning, 9 to 11 a.m. Yep, we're on 9 to 11 now, not 8 to 11. We've removed an hour because everybody's interest span so short. Well, short's 2 hours. That's short enough for me. So we're 2 hours now. So come on back. We're talking to Brent McDowell up in Gaston County about some mold issues. Come on back. You might want to hear this.
Find out more about the show? Go to our Facebook page, About Your House Radio. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsor.
Whether you're building new or remodeling old, let ABS Insulating make it comfortable. ABS Insulating knows the business of comfort. Using the latest products and technology, ABS offers an array of solutions, using fiberglass and spray foam, and all installed by certified technicians. ABS Insulating has been saving energy dollars with great customer service for over 30 years. They're a leader in the industry. Call them today, 704-821-4343 or absinsulating.com.
Owens Chimney Systems is known for all professional chimney services since 1989, including chimney cleaning, recommended annually, chimney evaluations and inspections, any and all chimney repairs and restorations, gas fireplace and gas fire log service, furnace cleaning, cleaning out one of the most overlooked appliances in the home. Get it done right the first time. That's Owens Chimney Systems at 704-554-9595. Or you can visit us online at owenschimneysystems.com.
Rhino Lift Foundation Solutions, service that stands out from the herd. Rhino Lift Foundation Solutions. Foundation issues can feel stressful. Go outside and see a crack in your house and say, oh no, that reads money, money, money. Well, not necessarily, but you're not alone. Rhino Lift Foundation Solutions protects homes across Charlotte and nearby communities with clear guidance and modern foundation repair solutions. We built the company on simple lessons our families taught us here in North Carolina. Do the job right, treat people fair, and take care of a home like it's your own. With us, there's no pressure or sales games. You get a neighborly team that listens first, explains the findings, and gives you options that match your goals. It is how our industry experts with 1 to 30 years of on-site, on-hands experience Man, you can trust them. Count on the local roots and honest work to keep your home steady. Schedule your free inspection today. You can go online on the homepage. Put your name and address. They'll get back to you. Set up an appointment. Come out and educate you on what the problems are. Your home depends on solid grounds. We help you secure your foundation for the long haul. So that's Rhino Lift Foundation Solutions right here, right from the hills to the sand. They got you covered. That's Rhino Lift Foundation Solutions. That's rhinoliftfoundations.com or 704-765-0237.
Have a comment or question for the show? Call us 704-227-8986. That's 704-227-8986. Now, back to the show.
All right, welcome back. Talking to Brent McDowell up in Gaston County about an issue he's got with his upstairs heating ducts or heat registers. You back with me, Brent?
I'm here, Ray.
Okay, before the break, we were talking about the cause. First of all, with any problem with a home, you need to find someone who knows what's going on and get to the source, just like your body, just like your health. You don't deal with the symptoms, you deal with the problem, the source of the problem. And the source of the problem is moisture. How do you get moisture coming out of the heat registers on your upstairs, rooms? Because the ducts are coming out of the ceiling. Well, you got 140 to 150 degree air in the attic on a hot summer day. Well, for example, this week alone, you've got in the hundreds in your attic. Well, you turn the air conditioner on, you got 58 degree coming out of your heat register. 58 degree, 140 degree, what you're going to get? You're going to get condensation. So what do you do? What do you think you do next, Brent? Brent, you with
I
me?
don't know.
Well, I'm on. Well, it depends on how.
Ray.
It depends. If you want to check the impact, environmentally speaking, of what's going on. In other words, do you have excessive mold spores and, that might be harmful to, your health? You may want to call CDA Environmental. Devin Arnett, he has got a great company. He's been on the show many times, CDA Environmental. They can come out and test the air for microtoxins and what have you, and then they can write a protocol on what to do. But I think your problem is simple in the fact that you're getting hot air and cold air mixing at the register, which that would be an ABS insulation call. They could come out there and check all your ductwork, do an air seal around those that ductwork boot, and make sure that's sealed properly. Okay. But if you're concerned about health issues, you want to call CDA Environmental and find out what kind of microtoxins are in there. Now, should you clean your ductwork? Well, possibly. It depends on how bad the issue is. Therefore, CDA Environmental is going to tell you how bad it is. Now, it's going to cost you to have that test and everything run, but it depends on whether you want to do that or not. Or you can just have a duct cleaning company come out there and clean it up. But regardless of what you do to deal with the mold that's there, you want to prevent it from happening down the road. So therefore, you may want to call ABS Insulating, to come out and take a look and see exactly what they could do up there to prevent that hot air and cold air mixing up, because that's what the issue is.
Yeah.
That is the source. That is the source of the problem.
Well, I noticed, we've got a big closet in one of the bedrooms up there, and it doesn't have a vent in it, but it's got brown spots in the ceiling, and it smells real musty in there. So
you need
it's not relegated just to the duct now.
You got, I hear exactly what you're saying. You got a humidity issue in that closet. I hear that a lot over the years. Like you get mold growing on your shoes, right? Well, most of the mold growing on shoes typically happen on a crawl space level, first floor level, where there's a crawl space underneath it, and you've got excess of humidity in the crawl space with no vent in the closet. Therefore, it's going to find its way in that closet and put mold on your shoes. And not only that, it'll put mold on your clothes. I've seen somebody called years ago about he pulled his clothes out and his wool suits, his wool coats had mold and some growth, microbial growth going on. And so therefore, you may want to call CDA Environmental and just do a scan of the upstairs area and figure out what's going on.
I think that should be my first step because, Abby's got allergy issues like Pam does. And, we've got 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, and a bonus room upstairs. So it's a pretty big, area. And I think it needs to be checked.
I would call CDA Environmental. They're a hygienist, and he'll come out. One of his team members will come out and do a test and figure out how bad or what kind of issue you got going on. They'll also write a protocol for how to deal with it. I think that's where I would start if I were you.
Yeah, I've heard Kevin on your show a few times.
Yeah, Devin's a smart fella, and he doesn't want.
Kevin, yeah.
He's a smart guy. He'll talk to you and his team members. Great company, and they'll figure out what's going on. Write a protocol, and writing a protocol is like writing a prescription for a med. They're going to tell you what their findings are, what they feel like. It's not feel like it, but after testing, they'll tell you what the issues are, and then you can deal with it with a third party, another company, because they don't have a dog in the fight as far as handling the issues. They'll tell you what the issues are, but they'll give you companies that you could possibly call to deal with the problem in hand. And it might require duct cleaning. It might require some insulation issues. You just don't know until you get into it and find out what to do.
Yeah. Well, that's our house is 20 years old. I wouldn't doubt there probably some leakage around the ductwork.
I'd bet my money on it. I mean, you see evidence of it. It's already telling you. Yeah. You got air leaks. I mean, just by virtue of that being present is telling you there's an issue with air leaks. Mm-hmm. And that's what they do. ABS Insulating.
Well, I'll call Devin first and then get the protocol and then either call ABS or
you can call me. You can call several insulation companies, good ones, but ABS does an air seal program that could be very effective for your situation.
Yeah, it sounds like it, Ray. So I appreciate you getting me started in the right direction.
Well, thank you for calling today. I appreciate it. I do. Thank you so much. And I wish you and your family a happy new year, the best of the new year, and hope we all have a great, wonderful, happy new year ahead of us. I say happy because go ahead.
I wish you and Mary the same, Ray.
Well, thank you,
need
sir.
to make a trip to the mountains.
Yeah, we'll get up there come springtime, or right as we move into spring. How's Chimney Rock looking? Any recovery up there to speak of?
Yeah. They've reopened a number of stores, and of course, there's so many places. You probably remember that Geneva Inn.
Oh
where
yeah.
They had the the hut or the tiki hut or something.
Right.
All that's gone.
Well, I know most of it's gone actually, but I was
Yeah.
just curious how it's recovering. We'll be
And the road's still closed from Chimney Rock through Bat Cave, except for locals only.
right.
But they're getting there. They're supposed to reopen Lake Lure late spring. They've hauled out, Ray, 1,032 tons of debris.
Wow. Lord of mercy.
They ran 340 dump trucks, 12 hours a day.
Where'd they take the debris? Do you know, Brent?
Yeah, 2 landfills. I guess they're different kinds of debris, but there are 2 landfills in South Carolina that they haul that stuff to.
Wow.
So that Highway 9 going into Lake Lure is just loaded with dump trucks. Or it was. They pretty much, and the Broad River that runs down toward, our place,
Sure.
they've got it clean. It had a ton of down trees on both sides, and it's cleaned up. As a matter of fact, they got about 2 feet of grass in Lake Lure there where the beach is,
Right.
which probably be good for the fish, and but they're hoping by the end of March they'll have it refilled and open the beach back up for the summer.
They let the water down is what I'm
Oh
hearing.
yeah,
So-
yeah.
So
Right now it's down about 15 feet.
my goodness.
So
Well, I wish all the people in the hills great recovery and just hope it gets better constantly.
okay, buddy. Well, thank you for taking my call, Ray.
Thank you. Enjoy your day and your golf game, and we'll talk. Keep me posted on your mold and mildew issue, okay?
Oh, I'll do it when yeah.
All right. We thank you.
I'm gonna make a call come Monday.
All righty. Thank you. Happy New Year to you. Be good and be safe, and we'll talk to you again.
All right. Happy New Year to you, Richie Rich.
Thank you, Brent. and Happy New Year, sir. Appreciate the call.
All right.
Thank you,
You guys
sir.
take care.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
You
sir.
too.
You too.
And Brent McDowell. Mold, mildew, health issues. Yes. Here we are plowing into the new year. And I wish everybody out there a happy holiday. I want to thank all the support I've had this year. We've had. It's not a me thing, it's a we thing. Put Tools in Schools, About Your House Radio. We plan to be around next year and the years to come. I got Richton Cunningham, my producer. We got some more people coming on the team to put out a better show this year. Hopefully in the new podcast studio. Not hopefully, we're there. We've got some technical issues we came across
sometime in January.
Oh yeah, sometime in January we will make the transition. We're not sure yet because we're not sure. Well, this is kind of Beasley's moving to a new studio, and we're not invited.
Well, you didn't really ask, but did you? No,
I didn't ask.
You wanted to kind of move operations anyway to begin with towards the studio.
Well, we do. We want to build up a listening audience and move to the studio. Absolutely. Got a guest out there. Don't know who it is, but it doesn't matter. I want to do a little plug here for somebody, a company called Envirotech, Vent and Duct Cleaning. They're up in Lowell, North Carolina. Envirotech. They specialize in cleaning dryer vents and HVAC ductwork and what have you. And I have used the company because they've been referred to me by various people, but it's said that they do a great job, and that might be someone that Brent McDowell will call, but we'll check back in, find out what the deal is with his situation with mold and mildew. Mold and mildew spores. If you've got or see mold and mildew, and you've got respiratory issues and you want to have it checked out, once again, Devin Arnett and his team at CDA Environmental is a great company to call. Great company.
Yeah, we use CDA Environmental actually for an issue with the shower mold in the bathroom. So.
Well, tell me about it.
They tested it. There was mold in the bathroom because you could see it on the walls. So we had to get a whole new bathroom. We went in a different direction with the mold removal process.
What'd you do?
somebody that was in somebody that my mom knows that works for a company. I can't remember who she
Right,
ended up going
right.
with.
That's
They
okay.
ended up removing the mold, and then another company came in and redid the bathroom.
Well, there are many ways to
But they
get.
tested the air quality and everything around, not just the bathroom, but around the whole house.
Oh, sure.
So, I mean, they do a good job, though.
Yeah, and you got it remedied.
Correct.
So that's good. Yes, CDA Environmental is one of the hygienists we've had on the show here. Devin's a great guy. All their team is certified, knowledgeable, and know what they're doing, you know. And in today's world, that seems to be more and more difficult to find. Now, what did I just say? It's difficult to find people who really know their craft because people, our labor force, our work ethic, everything has been affected tremendously over the past 20 to 30 years with our I'm not going to butter it up, make it pretty. It's just they don't push the trades. They don't push what we need, and we're definitely hurting from it. But hey, what can we do? What can we do? Well, I'm going to talk, as always, I'll talk a little bit about it. But right now, I want to ask Mr. Cunningham something. Rishton.
Yes, sir.
You've been here a year. I'm proud of you. You've accomplished one of your goals this year. How did this year go for you?
It was a good year. Got my driver's license.
It was that. How many did you maintain? Did you reach your goals for the year?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, one of them I didn't really. I'm in the process of working on getting a podcast going, but that was one of them.
Well, I was going to wait to the break, but we're a little early. But I want to. All right,
You got about 3.5 minutes.
Rishton here. Tell the listeners what you want to do.
Yeah, I want to do sport, or ideally sports talk radio is what my dream was since I was a child. But at this point, it's just to kind of have a show and do that, talk about sports and try and make a living off that somehow, some way.
Do you like sports that much?
I love it.
You love it.
I live it.
You live it and love it. So in your spare time, are you a
That's
junkie?
all I do is watch sports, Ray.
Sports junkie?
Yep.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Here we are, end of the year.
Yeah.
You into college ball?
Yeah, I've been
All right.
watching some college.
All right. What's the prediction? What's going on out there? Because I know nothing. And we don't talk rarely do we talk.
Are you feeling all right, Ray? You're talking about sports?
Well, I want to give you the mic today. It's the last Saturday of the year, the last show of the year. You've been in sports and you came on this show
3 years ago.
3 years ago with the drive and the motivation to become a sports talk radio geek.
Right. And I talk on Mondays on this channel, by the way.
Right.
Fox Sports Chart on live with the QCB from 4 to 6. Cheap plug.
When it's working.
Right.
Yeah. When it's working.
He does have it on his Instagram too, Real QCB.
Real cute. So it's streaming there too?
On Instagram Live.
How can we do that? I didn't know we could do Instagram Live. See,
you can, but he positions his phone up there and props it up there on there. It's not the best
I got you.
quality. He doesn't do it through like a.
We can do that.
Yeah,
with our new studio.
Correct. Yes, absolutely.
We're going to be on StreamYard or something. Yeah, Twitter and all that. And
all the social medias.
And that's where we're going to be. So, technology is a great thing, wonderful thing. But you ask about sports here. Well, it's the last. It's not only the last show of the year.
Panthers, big week, big game coming up tomorrow.
Playing Seattle.
And if they win, they go to the playoffs for the first time since 2017-18 season.
Well, that's good. Where are they playing? Here?
Here.
So, good home game
They've got
tomorrow.
the throwback kind of uniform combination and the end zones and everything like it's the 90s and mid-2000s again.
Oh, boy.
Aren't you excited?
Yeah, buddy.
But yeah, they win the division.
I'm thrilled about it because we need to hoopla the city.
It's good for the morale of the city.
Yeah.
Brings people together.
Right. And we certainly need that.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, my goodness.
Now more than ever.
I can't. Unbelievable. All right. let's go back to college.
Yeah, the college football playoffs going on right now.
Now, who's playing who and what's going on?
Well, they're going to the quarterfinals. That's going to be New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. They've already played the first round, and then they've got some little miniature college bowl games now that aren't associated with the playoff. But Ohio State plays Indiana plays Alabama at the Rose Bowl. That's probably the biggest game.
Indiana plays who?
Alabama.
Okay.
You know, Alabama's
always
good. Indiana's a cool story just because they got a new coach and they've never really been any good in football. They've been more of a basketball school.
Gotcha.
They're the number one team.
They're the number one rated?
Indiana, yeah.
Indiana right now?
Mm-hmm.
They play Alabama?
Yeah.
What's the other side of the coin?
And then you got Miami playing Ohio State on New Year's Eve. That's a big one.
Then the big game is coming up in when? January?
And the championship's January 19th, Martin Luther King Day night.
Gotcha. January 19th.
Mm-hmm. So there's your update, Ray.
Cool. On college. Well, now let's do a break, and then we're going to come back and talk NFL.
You got it, dude.
All right. You're listening to About Your House. I think you are. You might be looking at it. Hey.
About Your House with sports.
Yeah. Rarely do you hear
for
that.
5 minutes.
Tell you one thing you won't hear is a political rundown. I won't do that. No way. But I'm going to talk a little politics today, just a little bit. Tell you how much I can't stand them. We are so screwed up in this country right now. Red, blue, liberal, conservative, right, left. Oh, God. Can it get any more divided? I don't know if it can. All right. We're going to talk a little bit about that. Goals. You got any for the New Year's? Let's talk about some. How about you, Richard? You got goals for this year?
Oh, yeah. I got some goals.
Well, let's talk about them.
We got it.
We'll talk about it. That and more right here on About Your House. Coming up. Give us a call if you want to. Wish us a happy new year. Love to hear from you. 704-227-8986. And we moved the studio. We still have call in. Yeah. We got the technology with us. We just got to figure out how to work it. But we're working on it. So come on back. More About Your House coming your way.
Out more about the show? Go to our Facebook page, About Your House Radio. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsor.
The professionals at Kilo Exterminating Company have over 70 years of experience in pest control. Throughout the years, they always pride themselves on maintaining the highest standard of quality and customer service, with every technician being state certified. And moisture readings are standard with every inspection. Their top priority is ensuring your home is free from pests such as ants, mosquitoes, termites, and any other pests wreaking havoc on your home. That's Kilo Exterminating at 704-333-9855 or online, kilo.biz. That's 704-333-9855.
There's big news in the Carolinas. Queen City Audio, Video, and Appliances is now Queen City Home Store. For over 70 years, we've been your trusted retailer for appliances, electronics, and more. Now, we're taking it to the next level with a new name, a fresh look, and more ways to serve you, offering the same outstanding service you've always counted on, while bringing you everything you need for your home. Queen City Home Store. Same great service, more possibilities. Visit us at queencityonline.com.
Have a comment or question for the show? Call us 704-227-8986. That's 704-227-8986. Now, back to the show.
All right, welcome back. Let me talk about a good company you need to call. And don't get confused, Floor Coverings International, Southeast Charlotte. Yep, there's the Floor Coverings International, South Charlotte. So don't get them confused. I'm here to represent Floor Coverings International, Southeast Charlotte. A great team of professionals that you can count on. They bring the showroom to you. Whatever you might need, give them a call, talk about them, talk to them, let them know what you're interested in, whether it's hardwood, engineered hardwood, LVP, laminate, carpet, you name it, they got it. If it goes on the floor, they'll take care of you. That's Floor Coverings International. And don't forget, Southeast Charlotte. Give them a call, 704-845-3567. They've got you covered. No pun intended, but they will cover your floors, take care of all your needs. That's Floor Coverings International, Southeast Charlotte, bringing their one of many showrooms to you. Give them a call. Google-ate them, Floor Coverings International, Southeast Charlotte, or give them a call, 704-845-3567. And I'm back. Yeah, we're back. We were talking about football. Yep, football on About Your House. The reason
Ray's favorite.
No, I don't talk sports, but Richton here is a man of sports. All he does in his free time is look at sports.
Some would say that's pathetic, and you know what? You're not wrong.
I won't call it pathetic. Hey, look, let's take our friend Miss, you know who I'm talking about. It's a female. She's she's all into sports.
Oh, she loves it.
She loves it. She's about as sports minded as any man I've ever met.
Yeah.
She could give you the rundown on everything. It's amazing. So you're not out of the park. And sports are probably, oh my goodness, when it comes to sports, it is probably one of the largest pastimes. Well, just entertain the people.
Correct.
Just entertain them. Sports is
even Gladiator Days was a sport.
Oh, absolutely. The biggest.
It's a theater.
A theater. So, no difference.
Yeah.
Like tomorrow. But Charlotte's a buzzing about the playoff game tomorrow.
Yeah, if they win and then the Bucks lose, I forgot to add that part, then the Panthers are in.
So if they win.
And then the Tampa Bay Buccaneers lose, then they're in.
Oh, so there's a twofold
But
situation
then they play
here.
the Bucks again the next week. So really the biggest thing is they beat the Bucks next week. Even if they lose tomorrow and the Bucks win and the Panthers beat the Bucks the next week, then they win the division. Based on division.
But will they win the playoffs?
Well, they'd be in the playoffs if they beat
so
the Bucks.
either way, if they win tomorrow.
If they win or lose tomorrow and the Bucks win and then they beat the Bucks next week, they'd be in.
Who's the Bucks playing?
Bucks play the Dolphins tomorrow.
So what do you see the outcome?
I think the Bucks, ideally on paper, the Bucks are going to win because the Dolphins have their backup quarterback who doesn't have a whole lot of experience playing. But the Bucks haven't looked good at all down the stretch, so we'll see.
We will see. Any other prediction? Who you think is going to take it all this year?
I think
the
the
NFL?
Rams. I think the Los Angeles Rams make it out.
And we beat the Rams early in the season, didn't we?
Panthers did, and it could play them again if they win the division and the Rams don't win their division. They could play them in the divisional round here again.
What do you see going down?
See the Rams and the Bills.
That's what you think is going to wind up.
Mm-hmm. But I think this year the Chiefs aren't in it. Thank God. I got tired of seeing the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes and Taylor Swift. I'm about tired of seeing Taylor Swift. She's just awful. She's the pits.
There you go. Tell us how you feel.
I mean, if you asked.
No, I really didn't. But it came out.
Well, yeah, but
I agree with everything you're saying.
Every time though the Chiefs would play, they'd pan to Taylor Swift. Somebody's yelling to the cameraman to pan over to the box to show Taylor Swift's reaction. I mean, the grass is green, she's smiling, whatever. Yeah. There's a football game going on.
That's right. Well, it is what it is. They got to make all the hoopla.
No, I know.
Sports is the biggest money-making thing.
It's a cash cow.
All it is cash cow. And you'll never convince me it's all above board if you get my drift.
Yeah, that's.
Well, what's your thoughts on that?
No, I agree. I think there's definitely some incidents that are swept under the rug that the refs may or may not, or the league may or may not influence the outcomes of the games. But I watch pro wrestling, though. Even if it came out and they said it was all scripted, I'd still watch it.
because
Doesn't
you
bother me.
entertainment value.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Because they might know, but I don't know.
I personally enjoy watching a good football game. A good football game.
Yeah.
Good. But when I watch them, there's always questionable calls. There's questionable this. There's questionable that. I've just got tired of all the questionables.
Well, the playoffs are always notorious for some last-minute questionable calls that might go one way or another.
Right.
That can influence the outcome.
So you really think the Bills and the Rams
I think it's up in the air more this year than it has been. I don't think there's really a team that would shock me that they get in to make the Super Bowl and win the NFC or AFC. I don't think there's a clear-cut favorite, but if I had to pick today, I would go the Rams and the Bills coming out of their respective conferences.
Gotcha. And
the Rams have experience with quarterback Matthew Stafford. They've got a lot of guys that have been on the team a while. They've got continuity. And then the Bills, Josh Allen, if they're going to make the Super Bowl, they haven't been able to get it past the Chiefs. Well, the Chiefs aren't in it this year, so now's their chance.
Good call there, Richard. You're doing good. See, that's why I wanted to do that today. I wanted the listeners to hear Richard Cunningham and his sports
takes.
Your takes on the season.
I appreciate it, Ray.
Well, you're welcome. Glad you could do it. That's what you're here for, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Sports.
Oh, I'm here not just for sports. I mean, radio,
What's
too.
your favorite sport?
Favorite sport? Probably, I would say college basketball.
Really?
But, you grow up in the ACC area footprint.
Oh, good Lord, yeah.
This is a college basketball crazy state.
Yeah, we're kind of basketball heavy in this state, especially college ball. No question about it. Now, NBA.
I like the Hornets, but the problem is that it's not the same as when it was like when they were the Coliseum.
Oh, the old Coliseum especially.
The Tyvola.
Oh, Lord of mercy. I enjoyed that. I was very, very fortunate in being able to get a lot of tickets to those games.
Yeah,
I was some of the best and most historical
Larry
games.
Johnson and Bugsy Bogues, Lonzo Mourning, Dale Curry.
Those were the days, baby.
And the Hornets, the team left, and then they came back, but they really didn't. They haven't been nothing short of atrocious for 20-plus years now.
I know. I don't understand it, but
starts with management, so.
We've heard that before, haven't we?
Yeah, actually, as a matter of fact.
Even with the Panthers.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah, the owner that took over. Say what you want about Jerry Richardson. I mean, they did make the Super Bowl twice with him as the owner.
Yeah, and there again, I was very fortunate to see some of the biggest games in Charlotte's history, and I was very lucky to.
Did you go to some of the playoff games?
Oh yeah. Never forget the Dallas playoff game that year. Oh wow,
97.
Oh yeah, that was
first playoff win.
That was like wow.
Beat Troy Aikman and the Cowgirls.
Yeah, it was awesome. That was a big event that day.
John Casey, 4 field goals.
Oh yeah, it was a great day, and man, there was some. And I had a great seat in the stadium. My brother had 4 PSLs at that time.
Dale?
Yeah.
Nice.
And we were up there in third row back, right from the rail up there. It was awesome.
Oh, man, that's cool. That's big time.
Yeah, it was great times. Well, Charlotte's had some great sports history.
Yeah.
And I've been lucky to experience
NASCAR, too.
Yeah, I was big in racing as a kid. Came up
it's a shell of what it used to be from
No,
people I've talked to.
It's also billboards on wheels. It's too top heavy, just like everything. Corporate America comes in and sweeps it and takes it over and makes all the money, and the drivers and all the teams, they suffer, even though their budgets are in excess of what, $15-20 million a year, something like that.
No, it's insanity.
Totally out of control, and the cars are not stock
cars. And
the
people that are racing them now aren't really blue collar anymore. It's one of the more expensive sports. It's a lot of white collar kids now that are getting into it.
But hey, everything changes. So welcome to America. That's just the way things are. We're going to take a top of the hour break. Come back with let's talk about the new year. What's your insight on the new year? What are your plans? What are your goals? I'll spit out some of mine. They're pretty simple. I'm going to try to contain them because my goals have always been too big because I don't reach them.
You got to aim high, Ray.
Well,
aim high.
But I do aim high, and I've aimed high. But
to the point that it's insanity.
Yeah. Mine has been insanity. because I'm still not doing well, we are, but we're not, if that makes a bit of sense.
You're getting there.
But we'll talk about it. We will talk about it. That's what we do here. And it does contain homes, maintenance, remodeling, home improvement, and what to do with them. So we'll talk about all that in the next hour. So come on back. We'll be right here on About Your House.
Grab another cup of coffee and join us for hour number 2. And it'd help if I'd hit mic 1 button first, but I hit mic 2. Oh, well. About Your House is brought to you in part by PutToolsInSchools.org, connecting students to tools of the trades and raising awareness of the many career pathways. About Your House is also brought to you in part by Queen City Home Store. Queen City Home Store is a family-owned store serving the Carolinas for over 70 years. They're the largest independent appliance retailer in the Carolinas, constantly growing and taking pride in the experience that they offer customers with a knowledgeable sales staff, product selection, and lowest price guarantee. Ray's going to be talking more about the upcoming new year, what's on the horizon for him, some put tools in schools, and New Year's resolution talk. So sit back, relax, and enjoy some time with us. And now, here he is, Ray Terry.
All right, welcome back. Hour number 2 here on About Your House. Last Saturday of the old year. Last Saturday of the old year. Going away, 2025. It's pretty much history at this point. A few more days left. Talking about the new year, goals, not resolutions. Is that the word?
Yeah, resolutions, but
New
it's
Year's.
basically a goal.
What are some of your goals for the new year, Richton?
Well, for one, I'm going to get a podcast going for the sports podcast.
Cool.
College basketball is probably what I'm going to focus on because got to narrow it down.
We got to find you a sponsor. We've got to find Richton a sponsor, a sports affiliated sponsor, somebody that's into sports.
Yeah,
You
I
know.
can go around trying to shop it maybe once I get a couple shows under my belt.
Yeah.
Get something to
Well,
show.
I'd like to get you cranking. Now, I know it may not be in your plans and all, but I'd love to make your home studio the podcast studio. I
Well, I
really would.
appreciate it.
I think it's got the technology that blends with sports programming really, really well. And it'll give you, once you get used to all the buttons and the dials and the
Bells and whistles.
all the bells and whistles, I think it'll suit you well. I think it'll give you more. Of course, podcasts are, good God, they're by the billions now.
I was about to say it's very, very difficult, which is why I haven't started one yet, just for the simple fact that the market's so saturated. How do you separate yourself from everybody else? What makes yours special? That's the age-old question.
That's the biggie. That's one of the.
That's not just for me. That's for our show. That's for anybody.
Anybody.
Because you're competing. We talked about this before. Competing for views.
Yeah. And subscribing and how many?
Everybody's doing crazy stuff just for attention to get to the next level. It's pretty sad.
Well, about your house and put tools in schools. One of the goals this year is to have podcasts this year, explaining, getting more into, not that we're unique and different, because I watched 3 podcasts over the past 48 hours around the trades, and what are the trades and all this stuff. And we're going to talk a little bit about that this hour, the 5 top trades right now for making big bucks and, serving purpose and servitude and having, a great, great, great career in front of you.
I would say plumbing's probably one of them, right?
Actually, it's not in the top 5.
Huh.
Although it's up there. Don't misunderstand.
You can make a lot of money in plumbing. Electrical?
Well, if you want to plow that garden, we'll go ahead and move in. First of all, I owe CMS, Charlotte Mecklenburg Schools, a big apology. I really do. I left here last Saturday, and I talked a great deal about what they offer or what they don't offer. But let me go in more complete breakdown of what they do offer. What they call CTE, Careers in Technical Education. That used to be called VOTEC, Vocational Education or Vocational Technology. Now it's called CTE. For all you folks out there, once again, we talk about, I ask people at random, do you know what CTE means? And most of them say, no, I have no clue.
That's that head injury for football players where they lose their mind.
That's it. But let me tell you all the pathways that are available in our Charlotte Mecklenburg CTE pathway. Okay. First of all, you have 3D modeling and animation. 3D modeling and animation. Yep, they offer it at certain schools. Adobe Academy.
See, I wish they had offered that when I was in school. Adobe Academy.
Now, what do you know what Adobe Academy is?
Well, they'll talk about probably Photoshop, Adobe Photoshop, Premiere, Audition for the audio.
Yeah, it's offered at Audrey Cale, Chambers, Garinger High, IMEC at Cochran. I don't know what that is. Cochran Junior High. I don't know. It used to be a middle. Myers Park High School, Palisades High School.
10 years ago, they didn't offer that.
South Mecklenburg. Edwin Waddell High School, Valentine Ridge High School. They offer all that.
Is Waddell still in existence?
According to this, it is.
I thought they closed it. Interesting.
Yeah, it says Elbert Edwin Waddell High School. So Charlotte Mecklenburg Virtual School, Harding High School, Independence High School, North Mecklenburg.
They've got them in basically all of them.
So Adobe Academy is what now? What did you say it was?
It's all the software programs, editing pretty much, and then also Photoshop. You go through Adobe Premiere, and it puts in like 3 or 4 different softwares that you can apply to various concepts.
Gotcha. I hear you.
So that's actually pretty valuable, I think. That
in today's world, yeah, and with technology.
That's all everything is. It's technology now.
Everything.
I wish they'd had that. When I was growing up, it was like PowerPoint and, stuff like that. It wasn't anything techie, really.
How it's evolved. Now we got, all right, moving forward, AP Computer Science, Automotive. Out of all the 34, 35 high schools that got in Charlotte, there's only like 4 to 5 automotive programs.
Myers Park has one because I went there.
Yes, East Meck has one. Providence High School has one. And several other schools.
Independence has one, right?
Yeah, Independence has one. Sure does. Well, they're few and far between, but they're out there. And then we got Business, Ethics, and Law. That's CTE. I don't understand that, but okay, call it what you want. Computer Science Principles. Now, here's a biggie. and offered at quite a few high schools. Culinary arts and hospitality.
Right.
You know, I'm curious, and this is
I took a hospitality and tourism class in high school.
what'd you learn?
Not a damn thing.
Well, that
You
kind of
asked.
says it.
I mean,
Well, you know, culinary
Ba-
arts. Culinary arts could be a great course because that's where you learn cooking and nutrition and this, that, and the other. But
I was
what?
about to say, I think culinary arts is a valuable one because it's important for people to learn how to cook and be self-sufficient.
Well, that's something I would like to know is how many people really cook anymore. Do you cook?
I cook some, but not nearly as much as I should.
But you can cook.
Yeah, some.
Whereas most men don't cook. I say most, not all, because I love to cook. My brother's a big cook, and a lot of men do know how to cook
Mhm.
and are good cooks, you know.
Right.
But
Grill
cooking,
masters.
yeah, that you just blew a hole in it right there. I cook on the grill, Or does that make you something special?
They
You
got their egg. What is that? That egg grilled.
big green egg,
yeah.
yeah.
Everybody,
And-
that was a craze for a while.
Well, it still is somewhat. Cooking has become a big thing, you know.
Yeah.
You know, in Queen City
I was
Home
about to say
Store,
Queen City.
Queen City Home Store. I want to talk about them a little bit. If you're looking for outdoor cooking aids, they definitely got you covered out there and all the furniture that goes with it. So the great thing about Queen City Home Store right now is they got you covered regardless. If you got a house, they got stuff to put in it, be it furniture, be it cooking, be it, I mean, any accessory, they got you covered. Queen City Home Store. That's why they renamed it. All right, moving down the line here, we got culinary arts and hospitality. It's not offered at every school, but it's offered in quite a few. Well, I could click on it and it'll tell you. You know, you got only nine high schools. It's culinary arts and hospitality is available in. Now, where am I getting all this information? Right off the CMS website. Drafting, architectural. Now, that's a great career pathway right there. I started my career in construction basically in drafting. Because in drafting, you draw. You draw what? Well, you draw some machinist parts, and then you draw some
That's how my
houses.
brother got his start into graphic design was drafting.
Yeah, once you put a pencil to the paper and you start creating, and developing ideas, it's a great pathway. I took it 2 years in high school. I was a top drafting student. I loved it, and still to this day love to draw. It's fun. So drafting, and I bring all this up because I want listeners out there, all you parents, to understand all these pathways aren't directly associated with going to college. Now, here's another one, engineering. I ask kids all the time, well, engineering, you got seven schools that offer an engineering course. Food and nutrition, that goes up with culinary arts. Let's see if it matches up. Yep, somewhat, but not truly. Food and nutrition, Butler High School and Hopewell High School. Two high schools, food and nutrition.
Well, they could use that in everyone.
That could be used in every high school out there. Healthcare professional, there's a biggie. That's thrown into the CTE realm. Healthcare professional. Healthcare is one of the career pathways that
lots of nurses coming out of college. Lots of them. Tons of nurses.
Yep. And then 16 years in, they're out. Why? Because they burned out and cannot agree with the system, our medical system, just like our education system.
Can't blame them.
Nope. It's corrupt, crooked, and it's made to make you sick. You're a cash cow. And they've got it down to a science where they can keep you coming back for more. More what? More care, more pills, more directive, down getting your symptoms dealt with. Symptoms, not the source of the problem. That's another issue. We could talk about that for hours. Hospitality and tourism. That's a great field. Now, how many
hotel workers are going to be coming out of?
Eight high schools. Now, we're talking 34 high schools. 34, 35. Okay, 34 high schools. And all that's offered, hospitality and tourism management, you got 8 high schools that have courses in it. So,
I mean, it wasn't a bad course, but I didn't find it very beneficial.
Did you go?
I did
took that too?
Yeah. That's what I was saying. I didn't learn a damn thing, really. I kind of, I mean, they'd have something where you'd create like a business and then you would
Entrepreneurship.
basically it was like your restaurant, and I did like a restaurant or something. I mean, and it came out. I think it was like the All American Grill or some crap like that. That's
I
what
hear
I
you.
came up with.
Now, here's a biggie in most Junior Reserve Officers Training Corps, be it ROTC. That's what that is. ROTC. Now, let's see how many schools offer that.
Myers Park's got that.
They're not on the list.
Oh, well, they must have got rid of it. Used to be.
They're not. That's Junior Reserve Officers Training Corps.
Yeah, I remember the
they
people
got-
walking around with the uniforms.
Well, they may have it, but it's not on the list here. So,
oh
and
well.
then network security. That's cyber security, and that's a biggie coming up on strong. But unfortunately, West Mech's the only school that has it.
Really
That's what they're saying.
interesting.
Amazing. Public safety, emergency management. And there's only one school, military and global leadership.
They need that in every school.
Yep, they do. Python programming. You know what Python programming is?
No, I have no idea.
I think
We
it's
talked
something to do
about it
with
last week. I was like, was that
technology.
snake? You program the snake?
Well, the thing is,
Play
so
with the
far,
Python all
so
class?
far on the list, Adobe Academy is the top draw with more high schools. There's like 6, 18, 19 schools that have Adobe. And then you go down here to Python programming, which is another
I
technology.
think Adobe's a very important one just because it gives people creative outlet when they can utilize those softwares properly.
Well, there's 15 high schools out there that offer courses in Python programming.
Yeah,
So-
that's a new one.
So sustainable agriculture, there's a biggie. And only one high school. That'd be John Taylor Williams Secondary Montessori Middle School. So it's really not offered to speak of. Then you go to accounting. I don't see accounting as CTE, but that's just what they do. Accounting, there's got,
Python programming, some type of coding. I looked it up.
yeah, I figured as much. Coding's big, but AI is going to take over that. Animal science.
Robin Clark asked, do they offer diesel mechanic and truck driver? How about do they offer that? That's what she said.
Actually, CDL school, that's good. Let's go down here and see if it's
That's
offered.
what he said, I should say.
I appreciate Robin tuning in. Thank you, big guy. Appreciate you listening. I can't see anything about it here, but CDL, that's something I'm going to talk about when I get to the end. Since we're talking about this now, I was going to save it till later, but hey, we'll keep going. Animal science. Kids are really interested in animals, and that's a biggie. But however, there's only 2 high schools that offer it. John Taylor, and that's a Montessori middle school, and then the Charlotte Mecklenburg Virtual School.
Can't get between white women and their dogs, Ray. White women love dogs.
Oh, people love dogs.
Well, they do,
Charlotte's a
but-
dog
but
city.
White women especially love them.
Why is it that?
But I've never had a pet, but I've seen with being around white women, they love them. They throw birthday parties and funerals and all kinds of stuff. It's crazy.
My goodness. Well, we're going to wrap this list up, and there's a reason I'm doing this, folks, is to let you know what's offered in our high schools. CTE, careers in technical education, is offered in our public schools, but I'm going over the list of what is included in CTE, and that's why I wanted to do it, because I wasn't fair last week. I said bad things about Charlotte Mecklenburg, and
I'm
really,
proud of you, Ray.
but as I go through this list, I don't retort anything I said.
Well, I should have let you
Because-
finish.
Because this list here is validating everything I thought. So we're going to finish it up and talk about it. Come on back. More About Your House coming your way.
Want to find out more about the show? Go to our Facebook page, About Your House Radio. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsor.
Go outside and take a look at your home. Are the gutters doing their job? The number one enemy to your home is water. Most homes are built with small, inadequate gutters and small downspouts. ABS Insulating has a division of the company that does nothing but gutter services. All gutter services: cleaning, maintaining, repair, new downspouts, replacement, and new gutters with many types available. They're a leader when it comes to gutter protection. Call ABS Insulating today, 704-821-4343 or absinsulating.com.
There's big news in the Carolinas. Queen City Audio, Video, and Appliances is now Queen City Home Store. For over 70 years, we've been your trusted retailer for appliances, electronics, and more. Now, we're taking it to the next level with a new name, a fresh look, and more ways to serve you, offering the same outstanding service you've always counted on, while bringing you everything you need for your home. Queen City Home Store. Same great service, more possibilities. Visit us at queencityonline.com.
Rhino Lift Foundation Solutions, offering basement waterproofing, foundation repair, crawl space repair, concrete repair. Foundation issues can feel stressful, but you are not alone. Rhino Lift Foundation Solutions protects homes across Charlotte and nearby communities with their professional, honest, downright great service. Right. Foundation problems can spread fast, but the right help makes everything simpler. Rhino Lift identifies the source of the issue, measures the damage using modern tools, and creates a clear, customized plan how to fix it. It's how we deliver the blend of craftsmanship and care our founders dreamed up when they first sketched this company at a kitchen table. We work quickly to protect your home's safety, appearance, and value. The specialists here stay respectful, keep work areas tidy, and walk you through every step as you always know what's happening. That's Rhino Lift Foundation Solutions. Two young men got together, put their heads together, said, we're tired of the ripoffs. We're going to give people honest, dependable, great service. Give them a call, 704-765-0237. That's 704-765-0237, or online. Schedule an appointment right there, rhinoliftfoundations.com.
Have a comment or question for the show? Call us, 704-227-8986. That's 704-227-8986. Now, back to the show.
All right, going over a list of the CTE courses Charlotte-Mecklenburg schools offer and the high schools they offer it in. But I'm just really focusing on what's available. Now, going down, I said biotechnology research and development. There's 13 schools offering that, 13 high schools, biotechnology research and development. Yep, that's pretty popular. We talked about that over lunch yesterday. How's your biotech course going? I'm joking, of course, folks. A little sarcasm there. Although it's a very important field, I presume. But
I like to do biotech in my free time.
Yeah,
Right.
yep. I thought about it, but then I said, no, I'd rather do carpentry. Speaking of the next item on the list, carpentry. Now, carpentry, how many schools? 4. 4 is on the list. Independence High School, Olympic High School, Philip O'Berry High School, and West Meck High School. 4 carpentry classes. 4 carpentry classes out of 34 high schools. Give me a break. Cosmetology. There's a biggie. Cosmetology. That's beautiful things, if you get my
Make
drift.
a ton of money, and depending on what type of stuff you do in college.
Yeah, but unfortunately,
you put color on there or whatever. Women pay a lot of money for hair.
Oh, hair, nails, pretty.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
It's
pretty
huge
sales,
business, huge
baby.
business.
Hair, frosting, coloring. Good Lord, the money that's spent on hair and beauty.
Mhm.
Wow.
What an industry.
Yeah, and there's only 3 high schools that have the program.
What are the 3?
West Charlotte, West Mac, and North Mac.
Gotcha.
Did you hear what I just said? West Charlotte, West Mac, and North Mac. Where are they at?
They're all west or Charlotte.
They're north.
Or north.
They're north and northwest in Charlotte. What happened to South Charlotte? No, they don't want CTE
They don't
program.
want cosmetology
They
in
don't want-
South Charlotte.
And if you'll notice on most of these lists, South Charlotte high schools aren't on it. Fact. Digital marketing. Digital marketing. How many? That's a biggie.
I guarantee you almost all of them.
Nope.
Really?
One school, and that's Cochran.
Oh, interesting.
Cochran used to be a
Shocking.
middle school. That doesn't surprise me a bit. Digital marketing ought to be at one of
That's
the
a
top.
very valuable skill.
Oh, my goodness. It's the only way to market now. Unfortunately, not the only way, but it's on top of the list. Here's another one. Drone technology. Now, there's an up-and-coming.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Yep. Unfortunately, you only got 2 high schools. Look where they're at. Hopewell High School and Rocky River High School. Oh, Lord, we're failing our kids incredibly. Entrepreneurship. Oh, there's that word again, Rishton.
Do you think it has something to do with the fact they can't find instructors for these courses, or the
Well,
fact they don't want to offer 'em?
I'm going to. Now, entrepreneurship.
Oh, yeah, I took an entrepreneurship class.
Here's a big excuse me.
Small business and entrepreneurship.
Excuse me. Got tickled. And there's all of 16 schools that teach entrepreneurship.
That's your favorite word, Ray. You love it.
I can't stand it because
It's your trigger word.
it doesn't mean anything. It means starting a business, being creative, being a business person. And I love it. I think it's great. But there's so much involved with entrepreneurship. And I hear that word so much. Excuse me. But let me keep on going down this here list. Game art design. There's a biggie.
Mm-hmm.
Game art design.
It's a big one.
Yep, it's a big one. But unfortunately, there's only 3 high schools that offer it.
You talk about something that would get kids excited to get out of bed and go to school. That'd be one of them.
Game art design
Kids
offered at
Kids
Garinger.
love video games.
Yeah, unfortunately. Garinger High School, Olympic High School, and Myers Park High School are the only 3.
Yeah, that surprised me.
Horticulture. There's a big one. That's growing stuff.
Yeah.
And I'll bet you.
Myers Park had one. They had a greenhouse. I took
Yeah,
that
so
class.
did North Charlotte. Top drawer. Now, here's the funny thing. We got horticulture on the list. And back a few years back, maybe 7, 8 years ago, a guy named Tom Porter, an educator, went out to Mecklenburg Greenhouse and got them to build a greenhouse. For top drawer, technology loaded, top drawer greenhouse. Up on North Mecklenburg's campus. It probably still up there. But yet, there's only 2 schools with it, and North Mecklenburg ain't one of them. I just, for the life of me, don't
Myers
understand.
Park on there?
No, Myers Park is not on there.
Wow, they did away with it.
Now, interior design, there's a biggie. I mean, that's good. I love it. It's offered, but how many schools have it?
Probably not many.
Just 2. Butler High School and West Charlotte High School. Are you getting the picture
Yeah,
yet,
but
folks?
Ray, they got biology and geometry. That's important.
They got biotechnology, too. They got it. Yeah. Great stuff.
And hospitality and tourism.
Yeah. Man, they got it going on. Marketing management. My goodness gracious. Marketing management. Now, who carries that one? How many schools we have
Like it's a
marketing?
channel. Who carries it?
They got lots of schools for that. They got 19 high schools have courses in marketing.
Oh, every high school
management.
has like 5 marketing classes at least. Some type of marketing.
Jeez. Project management. Now, there's a good one. Wonder how many schools offer that. Project management, 2. We have Palisades High School and North Mac High School. I think you should be getting a picture by now. Public safety, law enforcement. That's the cop shop, which is great. We all need policemen. I love them. We need our protection, and I'm back them all the way.
They have those classes?
Unfortunately.
Huh.
That's
kind of a random one.
Not only is it random, but it's only offered at one high school. And this high school is not even known by most Charlotteans. It is Julius Chambers High School.
Used to be Vance.
You knew that. Wow. See, you knew that.
I did know that. When I was in school, it was Vance. It used to be Zebulon Vance.
Yep, it was. You're exactly right.
Now they changed it.
Now, here's a big one you're going to love. Sports and event marketing.
Isn't that beautiful, Ray?
Sports and event marketing.
Doesn't that warm your heart?
Oh, man. Now, they loaded their guns on this one. They got 16 schools that push sports and event marketing. So that's not a bad.
I took a sports marketing class.
You did a lot of that mess, didn't you?
I took a lot of electives. Anything I could take that was an elective. I took horticulture. I grew some bushes in the front of my house that's still there. Yeah.
And you went to Myers Park?
Yeah.
You go in the greenhouse out there?
Yeah.
I wonder if it's still effective.
Well,
They're not on the list.
Doesn't sound like it. Mr. Fairley, I guess, ain't there anymore.
Now, here's the biggie. Here wraps up the list. Teaching as a profession. Let's click on that and see how many schools are offered. Teaching as a profession. 6 schools offer that. Chambers, Palisades, Ardrey Kell, Myers Park, North Mac, and Charlotte Teacher Early College. And that word's used a lot in here, early college. So now, what's the problem? What's the problem with this CTE list? One, there's no electrical, there's no plumbing, there's no construction technology, there's project management. But do you see there's a big hole in the boat? Do you sense that?
Yeah, there's hardly anything in the trades in general.
That's why I apologize to start with, because I didn't cover the list and I wasn't fair to CMS.
But now you covered it.
Now I covered it, and it sucks.
Tell us how you really feel.
Well, I mean, it really does, because, I mean, they're offering 4 carpentry and 4 automotive. And
I agree. I definitely think they need to offer, at least give people that option. They want to pursue that pathway in every school. I agree 100%. There's no excuse why they shouldn't. I don't know if it's that they don't want to offer it or they can't find anybody to teach it. I would say it's probably they don't want to offer it more so. But
well, here's the problem, folks. Where do you get the teachers? Where do you find teachers that can teach construction or carpentry? Where do you find teachers that will teach plumbing, electrical? Because most of the people who can teach that, who are well-rounded at it and can teach it, don't want to deal with the crap. Now, what do I mean by crap? The administrative bureaucratic system. And
a lot of the kids are more poorly behaved than ever before.
Yeah, they don't want to deal with the kids. They don't want to be a babysitter. So we got an issue. We got a big issue. We got to find teachers. Now, listen, I experienced this in put tools in schools because we need help. Where do we need help? We need men that will step up and help go into these schools and address the issue of ignorance. Ignorance around what? The trades. Kids don't know what the word trade mean. They're not even clear on what CTE means, as I just identified in a long list of pathways. Now, granted, if I went to the College and Career Promise area of this here website, it'll give you all kinds of information about Central Piedmont, how to jump into the real world education, and the academic parts of it. Academics don't give you a career pathway. Academics give you tests, basically. But our CTE programs in our public school system do not offer real life challenges. Now, since I'm on this kick right here, let's go ahead and talk about some pathways. And we finally get an answer. Let's talk about the pathways, the top 5, the top 5 trades. And actually, I'm going to throw a little bonus in here as well. But the top 5, the top trade right now that's hurting the most is industrial machinist mechanics. Now, what on earth does that mean? Well, it's simple. Everything you see wherever you're sitting right now, wherever you're at, whatever you're listening to, it takes a machine typically to manufacture part of what you're looking at. I don't care what it is, be it a chair, be it a table, be it the keyboard over here that Richard's running this show from. It was manufactured somewhere. Those machines that manufacture everything you're looking at right now require, one, people to build them, and then more than that, people to maintain them and keep them running. Tremendous career pathways. Not only that, but you become a resourceful, critical thinker. You're a problem solver, which is one and the same. And you'll have a great job, a great career pathway paying big bucks. You can on an entry-level position, you can make anywhere from $35,000 to $50,000 just to learn it. And once you know it, you can easily step up into 6 figures. So industrial machinist mechanics. All the machines in manufacturing require maintenance, rebuilds, and upkeep. Tremendous pathway. And there's a lot of manufacturing going around this here big city. Okay, another one. Look at all the construction, the heavy construction. When I say heavy on-site construction infrastructure, I'm talking about the roads, the bridges, just the roads and bridges. Have you looked at that equipment that they build that stuff with? Those big trucks, bulldozers, scrapers, pans, all that equipment. It must be kept up. It must be repaired. It must be fixed. Those big tires, people got to change those big tires. Great career pathway. Maintenance on heavy equipment. Incredible pathway. And had a caller call in a little while ago. There's a tremendous shortage of truck drivers. Tremendous. There's a shortage in every trade out there. Every one of them. I'm not talking about a little shortage. I'm talking about a large shortage. And now we're hiring illegal immigrants to drive the trucks that give us the food, the goods, the living goods that we need to create life and extend life in this country. So CDL drivers, truck drivers, very, very, very shortfall on those. Where do you learn CDL? You don't learn. I will tell you where you can learn CDL. If you've got a kid in high school that wants to be a truck driver or a driver, Blythe Industries. Blythe, I talked about road construction infrastructure. Blythe Industries on North Graham out here got an apprenticeship program, CDL, and heavy equipment operation. Great career pathway. They don't teach that in high school, do they? No. They don't even have a connectivity to that pathway. Blythe Industries has schooling right here in Charlotte to teach kids CDL and heavy equipment operations. Tremendous pathway. Now, the second on the list, and I've wrapped industrial machine mechanics and heavy equipment and CDL all into one because it's a biggie. Welders. Welding. Oh, my goodness. Welding. What a pathway. And for all you ladies out there and all you young high school students, what a pathway to get into. It's fun. It's creative. It's artistic. It's an art form. And people say, welding, an art form? You're darn right. Absolutely. Welding is something that once you learn it, man, it's just an enjoyable. It's just enjoyable to learn how to weld and run a good bead. I learned in high school. I learned in high school when I was taking drafting. My senior year in high school, this back in the day where they had shop classes. Next door to my drafting classroom was the industrial arts lab. Had carpentry on one side of the building, had machinist and sheet metal on the other side of the building. And the welding booth was in that part. And I would take my second class at my drafting class was 2 classes, 2 periods, about 2 hours long. Well, 1 hour I would draw, and I was pretty quick at drawing, and I'd normally outdraw all the other students in the class, and I would go weld the second period. So I learned to weld in high school and got my first taste of it, but that was in the day where I loved to race. I love racing. And if you're in racing and automotive, you're going to learn to weld. Just like if you've got a farm. If you're a farmer, you're going to learn to weld or be exposed to it, or have a good neighbor that has a welder and does all your welding for you. That's how farming works. It's called the barter system. I'll weld your trailer hitch if you'll take care of this. You barter it. But welding is a great trade, and it's you can make 6 figures in welding in less than 3 to 4 years. That's no kidding. And I want to clear up something when I get through with this list. The third on the list would be electricians. And, you think about electricians as being, dealing with electrical. Right, granted, no question about it. But you got residential, you got industrial and commercial, then you got control wiring, and then you got technical wiring. With the technology being what it is today, you got to pre-wire and wire for all the technology in buildings, and it falls in the electrical category. But there's a tremendous pathway in the electrical industry. Tremendous. My father was an electrician my whole life. Growing up, he was an electrician, and I met many, many more. Electrical field is a great field to be in. I love the electrical field. I've enjoyed it. I never thought about being an electrician, but essentially I'm somewhat of an electrician because I understand it. I respect it. I understand how it works. And am I up on all the codes? Lord, no, because they change almost annually. But at any rate, it's a great career pathway. Fourth on the list would be HVAC, heating, ventilation, and air conditioning, air movement. Tremendous pathway, and it envelops so much. All these trades, once you learn one, you'll learn a little bit about all of them because they all contain each other. And the final on the list is electrical machinist. The electrical machinist is control wiring, taking care of all the electrical controls on machinist. Machines that manufacture. We talked about it early on, the industrial machine mechanics. Same thing, but different. You're focusing on electrical. Electrical is a great career pathway. Plumbing's not on the top 5, but you got plumbing in there as well. Carpentry is a dying art, and it's not offered, unfortunately. And once again, when you learn carpentry, you'll learn many other trades. But that's your top 5, top 6, and I just went through a list of CTE courses in Charlotte-Mecklenburg schools, and none of these courses are on there. I don't get it. So I don't know what we're going to do, but we're going to take a top of the hour break, the final hour break coming up. And when I get back, I want to talk about the new year, what my goals are, what Richton's goals are, and I hope you have a few that you can do. My primary goal, I'll keep it simple, is to help humanity pull their heads out. That makes sense, Richton?
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah, we got to start thinking, folks. We got to start using our brains, get off screens, and come together with love and respect. The division in this country has never been higher, and we got to come together as people. Americans, I love this country. We need to become American again. American. United States of America. God bless this country. We'll be back. Floor Coverage International, Southeast Charlotte, transforming spaces in greater Charlotte, North Carolina. Greater meaning doesn't matter if you're in Belmont, Davidson, Mount Holly. I don't care where you're at. They're going to come see you. They got showroom on wheels. If you want a new floor, something in your house, well, we specialize in design and installation of the latest flooring products, including hardwood, carpet, laminate, luxury vinyl plank, LVP, tile, and more. Let's create the perfect floor for your home. That's Floor Coverings International, Southeast Charlotte. Hey, email them, info@yourflooringteam.com. That's info@yourflooringteam.com. You can give them a call at 704-845-3567. But remember, you don't have to go anywhere. They'll come to you. They bring the showroom to you. And if you give them a call ahead of time, talk about what you need, they'll bring out colors of varying things to fit your style and what you may want. And then again, they may tell you some of the things you didn't even think about. They're great at what they do. Great team of people, totally professional. Great reviews, 5-star reviews across the board. Folks, you can't beat them. That's Floor Coverings International, Southeast Charlotte, 704-845-3567.
Owens Chimney Systems is known for all professional chimney services since 1989, including chimney cleaning, recommended annually, chimney evaluations and inspections, any and all chimney repairs and restorations, gas fireplace and gas fire log service, furnace cleaning, cleaning out one of the most overlooked appliances in the home. Get it done right the first time. That's Owens Chimney Systems at 704-554-9595. Or you can visit us online at owenschimneysystems.com.
Steve Helms here with the Al Metal Dryer Vent Corporation. The Al Metal Dryer Vent Corporation is a full-service dryer vent company. Regardless of the problem, we can handle it. Does your clothes dryer take longer than 45 to 50 minutes to dry a load? If so, you need your dryer vent cleaned or checked. The clothes dryer is the most inefficient appliance in the house and should never take longer than 45 to 50 minutes. Call Al Metal Dryer Vent today at 704-846-8368 or online at almetaldryervent.com. That's 704-846-VENT. Have you cleaned your dryer vent lately?
Have a comment or question for the show? Call us 704-227-8986. That's 704-227-8986. Now, back to the show.
All right, welcome back. You know, I know a lot of people out there listening to this show expecting facts about houses and what we need to do to repair. Well, we've covered a little bit of that today. But my New Year goals, personally, along with my support and staff and board of directors, Put Tools in Schools, is to hopefully raise more awareness about the trades. Because Charlotte is a melting pot of stupid. And here lately, and it's gotten worse. Now, what gives me the right to say such a terrible thing? Well, because I've lived here 74 years. Well, excuse me, my 74th year will be complete January 27th. Then I'll start working on 75. I'm grateful and so grateful for my health and the support I've had through the years. But now my purpose is to raise awareness for the kids. And really, if you really get down to it, it's not about the trades. It's about mental health. These kids are lost. They have no idea of what the reality and what the human menu offers. And when I say the human menu, I'm talking about life. They're not plugged into life skills, critical thinking, problem solving. They're not taught those things in school, unfortunately. And when we raise the awareness of hands-on engagement, The only time we learn as human beings, the only time you learn is when you apply. And when you apply, if you get it right, you sit back and say, wow, look at that. Or if you got it wrong, you just say, now what we do wrong, let's learn and go forward. That's not the approach in our education system. It is from a standpoint of test. When you get a test, what do you look for? When you get your test back, what do you look for? Richton, what do you look for on test? You look for the red marks, right? The mistakes. You go over the mistake, you look at it, hopefully you'll get it right the next time.
You look at it and you go, oh, man, I got an F again. Oh, well.
There you go.
On to the next one.
Pass it up. Yeah. But the point is, we've got to teach our kids, not only our kids, a lot of you parents out there are just like your kids, that you don't know anything. And when I say you don't know anything, don't take it the wrong way. But can you go out and change a tire on your car? Can you go out and change the battery? Do you know how to check the oil in your car? And not only you, do your kids know this stuff? They'll jump in and drive it. They'll jump in and drive. When's the last time you checked oil in the car, Richton? Oh, I got you, didn't I?
You got me.
You got you. Well, that's something you need to do.
Yeah.
You drive the dang thing, learn how to maintain it and check the oil. You know, kids don't know where the oil is. Kids don't even know what a transmission does, you know. And that's just automotive, okay? That's just one thing, automotive. But yet it's something we take for granted every day, is the vehicles we drive. And if it breaks, you say, oh, you pick up a phone, call mom and daddy, right? Isn't that pretty much routine, SOP, standard operational procedure?
Or you just call AAA if you got it.
But where'd you get it? And I'm not talking to you specifically.
Correct.
But where'd you get that? Mom and dad.
Correct.
You know, well, they did something right, didn't they? Signed you up for AAA.
Yeah.
Right. But it would be very helpful if our kids had more knowledge of tools. Just tools. What do tools do? So you can do anything you want to do in life, anything with the proper tools and planning. You know, and that ties right into how I want to wrap up the show today. 2026, next week, January 1st, Thursday. You got any plans for next year? What's your goals, Richton?
My goal is, like I said, the podcast, but also to get my life together.
There you go. I just want to change some lives, change some kids' lives, give them an opportunity and some insight to a better life ahead. That's my goal. And I've had so many goals through the years around this, it's unreal. But next year, the podcast studio, along with the toolbox, is going to be up and running by this time next year. Totally. That's the goal. Get an interactive workspace where kids can come, kids and adults, and you ladies out there as well, because women love some tools. And also women love tool belts, okay? Especially when they're on a nice man, you know, a tool belt. Tool belts are nice, but I just don't see enough of them these days. So what are my goals? Raise the awareness. Keep on doing what I'm doing. Keep on doing About Your House. Keep on doing more podcasts around Put Tools in Schools to raise the awareness and teach kids there are some answers out there that go beyond what they've been told in school, because these kids are, once again, and this is the goal, when I go into a middle school and these kids know what the trades are, then we're making headway. But when you go into middle schools and you talk to kids and they're at a trades career day and they don't even know what trades are, we're doing a lousy job, folks. And it's all because education, college. But yet, here we go again, 90%, not my numbers here, folks. These are my numbers. 90% of the people that have college degrees do not use their degree in their career pathway. You see anything wrong with that? I mean, there's a lot of time and money down the tubes over learning a pathway that you're not even going to use. Makes no sense at all to me. That defies common sense, does it not? What, Richton, you got a take on that?
Yeah, I think I agree with what you're saying, though. I mean, if you don't really know what you're going to do, then it might be helpful to figure it out before you go.
If you've got kids graduating from high school and they don't know what they want to do, and you say, well, they're going to go get a degree.
Or if you're going to do that, then go to community college.
Thank you. Thank you.
Because I went to CP. I did that route multiple years. I like CP.
No, it's a good school.
Cheap.
No, it's cheap.
Knock the stuff out that
I would highly recommend going to CPCC after high school and figuring out a pathway.
I took a gap year and then I went to CP. Worked at a restaurant the gap year
So that was good for you.
for a couple years actually.
What,
While I was-
really,
while I was
what'd you do? What'd you do at restaurant?
Flip burgers, cleaned, checked people out, took orders.
Gotcha. Whatever.
Whatever. Clean grease traps out.
What store can I ask?
It was Arthur's at Bottom of Bell. South
Oh,
Park
okay,
Mall.
yeah. That's I ate at Arthur's many years ago.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was still there.
It's still there.
Really? Wow.
Yep.
That's good.
It's a
Cool.
learning experience. I was there 2.5 years.
That's the kind of thing you learn with, though. If kids graduate from high school, take a
I
year
learned I didn't
off.
want to work at a restaurant.
But that's beneficial.
Right.
I knew I didn't because it just didn't offer me enough challenge.
Well, for me, it was that, but also it was just some of the most toxic people from my experience in restaurant industry.
Well, food service is not the greatest industry in the world unless you love it.
Right. If you
But
like
there's
it,
some
more
people
power
that
to
love
you.
it.
Yeah.
My brother asked me early on, did we want to open a restaurant? He and I, because we both love to cook. I
Right.
says, no. Why? Because it's an OP job, other people. You depend on other people.
Is this person going to show up? Is that person going to show
Yeah.
up? Oh, Jimmy showed up drunk again. Here we go. I mean, you just don't know.
Right, exactly. You don't know. But that's just the world we live in. You know, that's called OP factor, other people. And construction's that way too. You don't do anything alone in this world. Nothing. You can sit down in your living room, watch TV. You can get on the computer and sit there and watch and flip reels, scroll. You can do all that, or you can read a book. You can do a lot by yourself, but you can't accomplish a
You can
lot.
go for a walk.
Yeah, you can't accomplish anything, any great projects without other people being involved. In today's world, it's more involved than ever before. Back in 1990, things weren't near as difficult as they are today to get done.
Technology's made everything easier, but more difficult at the same time.
Technology, all that technology have gotten this new podcast studio, one glitch, one piece of equipment. The bird dog that connects the TVs to the system is not working correctly. What do? I got to take it out, send it back to the manufacturer, and see if they can't fix it.
You don't
So-
panic first? Do a little
No,
panic
I
and then-
didn't panic. I don't care. Got to do what I got to do. So, that's it. Well, look, folks, it's been a great year. I appreciate all my sponsors. I do, the support we've gotten. Hopefully we'll
Thank
get
you, everybody.
We'll get it next year. I wish everybody a happy new year. Be safe out there. Enjoy what there is to enjoy. Enjoy your family. And most of all this year, let's spread love. Let's spread some love.
And be
Love-
grateful.
And be grateful and live in gratitude for what we do have. Quit criticizing everything that comes across your path. I visited my son over the holidays. Most critical person I've ever met. My son. He's got way.
You can be critical sometimes too. Ray.
I'm very critical.
We all can.
I'm very critical.
We all can. It's
I
very
admit it.
difficult not to be.
But I love people. I love all of you. Thank you for listening. I appreciate you tuning in. Now make it a great week. We'll be back here in the new year, 2026, next week to bring it on in here. So go make it a great new year, a great one. Let's spread some love always. So we'll see you back here next Saturday on About Your House.